You're bleeding bad. The kind of bleeding that doesn't ask permission. The kind that makes the floor sticky and your head light, like gravity is slowly turning against you. Your body knows before your brain does. Your heart slams harder, faster, trying to keep up with a leak it can't fix on its own. Your hands feel wrong, heavy, clumsy, like they belong to someone else. There's a hole in you that didn't exist a few minutes ago, and the world you grew up trusting is gone, along with doctors, lights, rules, and mercy. No ambulance is coming, no white coats, no clean room where this gets handled for you. Just you, whatever's left in reach, and the quiet understanding that if you don't act right now, you'll be dead on a dirty floor, wondering when everything went wrong. First thing you learn in moments like this is that panic burns blood faster than the wound. Panic makes stupid decisions. Panic makes people lift their hands to look. You don't look. You press hard, like you're trying to push the hole closed with pure hate. Fabric goes between your hand and your skin. Shirt, towel, anything thick enough to slow the escape. The pain jumps sharp and bright, like lightning under your skin. Good. Pain means nerves are still online. Dead things don't complain. You don't check if it's working. That urge will kill you. Blood clots are shy. You scare them off by peeking. If the cloth turns red, you don't remove it. You stack more on top. You build a wall and let your body do what it's been doing since before hospitals existed. Bleeding is just your body failing a math problem. You're buying it time to solve it. If the wound is in an arm or leg, you lift it, high, higher than feels natural. Blood hates climbing. Gravity doesn't care about your feelings. Use it. But if the bleeding pulses, if it sprays, if it looks bright and angry like it has a heartbeat of its own, then you're losing the race. This is where people freeze and die. You don't freeze. You wrap something wide around the limb. Not thin, not sharp. Thin cuts, thin destroys, wide crushes, and right now you need crushing. You twist until the world narrows and your teeth grind together. It hurts enough to make you curse out loud. That's how you know it's working. You mark the time in your head. Time matters now. Too long and the limb dies. Too short and you do. Survival is nothing but ugly choices stacked on top of each other. When the bleeding slows, when it finally stops screaming, another problem crawls out of the shadows. Everything that bullet dragged inside you. Dirt, fibers, bacteria that doesn't care how tough you think you are. Infection doesn't rush. It waits until you relax. Then it eats you from the inside, like rot in a wall. You flush the wound, not gently, gently as a lie people tell themselves. You pour water straight in and let it run back out, carrying the mess with it. It burns. Burning means alive. You don't dig for the bullet. That's how people tear themselves apart. Metal can wait. Bleeding and infection can't. The hole is still there, staring back at you. Holes don't close because you want them to. They stay open unless you give them something to press against. You feed it cloth, slowly, layer by layer, pushing into the deepest part first. It feels wrong. It looks worse. You keep going anyway. You're not decorating. You're building pressure from the inside, telling the blood it has nowhere left to run. Your hands shake. Your fingers slip. You pack until the space pushes back, firm, not brutal, enough to hold. You seal it all down like your life depends on it, because it does. Then your body starts to betray you in a quieter way. Skin goes pale. Cold creeps in, even if the room isn't cold. Thoughts get slow, heavy. This is shock, and shock kills people who think the danger is over. You lie down. You lift your legs if you can. You wrap yourself in whatever traps heat. Heat keeps the engine running. Cold shuts it off. You sip water if it's there. Small, careful. Your body can't handle more than that right now. It's busy trying not to die. Hours pass wrong.
Time stretches and folds. Pain dulls into a deep throb that never leaves. You watch the wound. You watch your mind. Confusion is a warning sign. So is sleep that feels too easy. You fight it. You stay just awake enough to notice if things go bad. Your body is working even when you feel useless. Tiny clots form like desperate barricades. The pressure you made helps them hold. The warmth you kept lets them survive. This isn't hero stuff. This is biology doing its job because you didn't interfere with fear and stupidity. If you make it through the first hour, your chances climb. If you make it through the night, you're no longer unlucky. You're stubborn. The world tried to kill you and failed, not because you were special, but because you refused to give it help. There's still pain. There's still risk. Infection might come. More trouble definitely will. But right now, the bleeding has stopped. Your chest still rises. Your heart still works. In a dead world, that's not nothing.